no hype.
Now, nobody can say something.
He drags his opponents into a hopeless nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, he might decide that, you know, he can just crush everybody at 155 and just run the division for a while.
Pure dominance and absolute control.
I don't need to take shower after fights, you know. Very happy.
Islam breaks the best, making them look helpless.
That's
Crazy.
insane.
Champion, dominant champion, submitting everybody, underdog. That's how good Islam is.
We're about to break down the matrix of total domination. No hype, no escape, just control. That's the code of Islam Makhachev.
I don't know how you stand up against Islam Makhachev.
Here we go. Waiting for the next champ. Islam Makhachev, the powerful one. Let's go.
Feel good. I have to sweating more today because morning I'm rest, do a lot of media, all this stuff.
Strangely enough, the era of Islam Makhachev truly kicked off after his fight with Bobby Green. King Green had no idea of the nightmare that Dagestani was bringing with him.
I guess you guys have been little bitches, you know? Well, fuck it, I'll do it. Let me show you how I do this shit, you know? Snatch that shit and I'll go in, you know? Give me paid and I'll do it.
His smooth talk and confidence didn't help him one bit. Makhachev, who had already run through local prospects, was gearing up to repeat that success against Dan Hooker. Bobby's professionalism only carried him for 3 minutes. That's all the Dagestani heir needed to become the #1 contender.
You guys talked a little bit after the fight. Can you share what was said there?
He told me, hey, you strong. I told him, hey, brother, sorry, I have to fight for the title. And he said, you will fight.
For the UFC, a quiet, low-profile champion wasn't exactly a commercial dream. They kept ignoring his 10-fight win streak, trying to delay Islam's title shot for as long as possible. The lightweight division had become a cash machine, built for big names and million-dollar pay-per-views. But now Makhachev could no longer be denied.
Charles is very good, you know, he have good win streak, he beat a lot of tough opponents, but, you know, for me this is embarrassing when UFC lightweight champion ask someone like Nate Diaz or Conor McGregor who win like 5 years ago. Nobody remember when these guys both like, or Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor win some fight. He tried to call Diaz, McGregor, but he forget my name.
Makhachev was calm, confident, and laser-focused on one ultimate goal, fulfilling the father's plan. While Khabib was making noise around the world, Islam remained in the shadows of his older brother. But now the world stood at the doorstep of a new era, the era of Islam Makhachev.
When his dad passed away, kind of sucked all the energy. His dad was his trainer.
Yeah.
Growing up and trained a whole camp and everything else. And the dad had a vision that Khabib would be the champion. Then when Khabib retired, Islam would come in and be the champion. Let me tell you what, you want to talk about one of the greatest coaches in the history of the sport that's never talked about, Khabib Nurmagomedov's dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you think about what that guy built.
Islam Makhachev is gonna be new lightweight champion in Abu Dhabi, and Islam gonna beat all these guys who's gonna put in front of him. Doesn't matter who is next.
Final one for me, Islam versus Charles. Who do you got in that one?
Charles Oliveira. I think Charles Oliveira gets the job done. I think Islam, not that he's not great, not that he is not highly touted, not that he is not going to be a future champion, but there should be no reason why he should ever be a favorite in that fight against Charles Oliveira. What Charles Oliveira has done over the last couple fights, finishing everybody that he's fighting.
Oliveira. Gaethje in blue, Oliveira in the black and gold, defending a champion. Charles landed a big right early.
Oh my goodness, Justin landed some big leg kicks to start. But Charles hurt him with the right hand already. Charles doesn't check. Oh, he hurt him again.
Oh, an uppercut after Gaethje knocks Oliveira down.
Oh my goodness, this is a war.
Beautiful combination for Gaethje.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
That left hook of Gaethje.
Yeah, I think that might have been a right hand that time. But it could.
Gaethje leg kick now. He's
oh my
loading
goodness,
up.
Gaethje is loading up with that left hook.
Nice little uppercut from Oliveira.
Switch knee, guillotine attempt, right hand, front kick to the body, and here's that pressure from Oliveira. When he gets that pace going and lifts that left leg, He starts marching towards you.
This is crazy.
Absolutely nuts. Through half a round. Gaethje back to work on the leg kick, landed a right hand.
Oh!
Big knockdown with a right for Oliveira.
Oh my
Now
God,
trying to transition to the back.
This is not
Gaethje's out.
He can't let him take his back. Oh, he's got the choke.
He's got it fully locked in.
It's over.
Fully
it's
locked
over.
in. It's over.
Oliveira's under the chin.
Oh my goodness.
Switches up the grip.
He's gonna go to sleep.
Oh my
That is
goodness.
gonna do it.
This dude right
Who
here,
can
man.
stop Charles Oliveira? 11 in a row and still the
Tremendous.
best lightweight on planet Earth.
Tremendous.
Mixed martial arts at its finest. UFC 280 for 20% off today and tomorrow.
Oliveira takes it to the ground here. Now, Makhachev said he would take him down here. Not many people are willing to play this game with Charles Oliveira. Islam said he is not afraid. Islam stacking him. Got to make sure the hips are covered.
Charles Oliveira got his hand off the top of the octagon and now taken down.
Nice step through there by Makhachev.
Makhachev keeping that elbow on the chin of Oliveira. Now tries to posture up. Charles swivels a hip. Look to land an up kick. Investment doesn't even begin to describe it when it comes to Makhachev's career and his involvement. Oh, another nice stick there by Makhachev early round two.
Don't allow Makhachev to get close.
Charles trying to get his own takedown.
And as the fight goes longer, Oliveira will gain confidence, but Makhachev is a good striker. I know he's not known for it, but he has tremendous stand-up skills. Now, I think he's just aware of the takedowns coming in his direction.
I think Oliveira would... Oh! Knockdown from Makhachev!
He's got the arm triangle. Oh, this is
There's the tap! Islam Makhachev submits Charles Oliveira to win the title! Wow!
That's the reality of Islam Makhachev. No trash talk, no bold predictions. He'll drag you into his world, a place that feels like a full-blown nightmare. Charles Oliveira, a legendary fighter with an elite resume, stepped in at UFC 280. But on the night of the biggest fight, the gap in power was undeniable. Islam dismantled the champion on his own turf, finishing him with a textbook arm triangle choke.
But Islam's choke must be otherworldly.
Yeah.
It must be otherworldly. The moment he's passing, Charles is tapping. His squeeze has got to be off the charts. I talked to DC about it, and I said, hey man, I go, his squeeze must, he goes, oh dope. I had him demonstrate a choke on me. Dude, when he grabbed a hold of me, I was like, oh this guy's gonna choke me. And that's DC.
After that phenomenal victory, Makhachev set his sights on the pound-for-pound king, Alexander Volkanovski. No shouting, no headlines. The Dagestani planned to let his actions do all the talking.
And of course, Islam is very good on stand-up. Last couple years, people don't even touch him. They don't even touch him. And he fight with Drew Dober, he fight with all these guys. They good strikers, you know. They don't even touch him, you know, like even one time, two times, you know. Islam dominating them, all of them.
Pretty good entry there by Volkanovski. Has experienced a fight atmosphere like this. Volkanovski hits the floor with one knee. Volkanovski told us after the Brian Ortega fight he essentially feels unchokeable. That's his left hand over the top. There's the power that is that spoken about. Volkanovski momentarily retreats.
Remember when Islam became the lightweight champ? It was because he knocked down Charles Oliveira. You have to wonder about the mindset of both men. I think coming into this one, Volkanovski without question realised he had a very tough opponent, that this was going to be an insanely hard night at the office.
The first fight between these two looked incredibly competitive. The clash between Alex and Islam was the very definition of mixed martial arts, as a true form of combat art. But people start forgetting one thing. You don't get an easy one-sided fight against the best fighter on the planet. The bout was labeled a robbery by the judges, and Makhachev found himself in an uncomfortable spot. Something had to be done.
Volk, do you realize that in a Saturday night you will be fight with another Islam Makhachev? He will be stronger, he will be tougher than he was in Australia.
Why? Because, why?
Because he is in a better shape than in February.
Why, you're telling me that him rehydrating for 30-something hours isn't enough? He's going to be stronger with 40 hours? Is that really what we're relying on over here? You don't back your skills? I don't get it. I don't get it. I back my skills. That's the difference. I really don't get it.
I show everything.
You're going to show what?
Be patient. I show you.
Yeah, what's that?
I show you my power and everything Saturday night.
Like a thunderbolt out of nowhere, the main event of UFC 294 was announced. The highly anticipated rematch between Makhachev and Volkanovski. Alex had nothing to lose this time, and that made him more dangerous than ever. Islam was facing a tough challenge, not just to win, but to convincingly dismantle the reigning pound-for-pound king.
Makhachev in the black and gold befitting a champion. Inside leg kick early for Makhachev.
I think the idea that he was going to finish Volkanovski made him start a little faster than he normally does.
In that first fight, that was the first shot.
Yeah, you heard Volk say, right away.
Volkanovski's defensive wrestling was a big factor in that first fight. Blood in there somewhere, guys.
Makhachev has landed some really good kicks this round.
Well, I suppose if any fighter could weaponize pace and cardio without a training camp, it would be Volkanovski, but that does figure to be a tough proposition. Oh! Kick from Makhachev! Huge moment in round one! That'll do it! And still, and with style points, Islam Makhachev is the man!
They weren't well-rounded enough, because you try to pressure him standing, he takes you down. If you try to, apply some jiu-jitsu, his wrestling's so good he doesn't allow you. So from what I've seen, they haven't been able to put pressure on him because they don't have enough skills, the well-roundedness required to do that.
When you think about your future and your title reign, do you think you can accomplish that? Maybe double-digit title defenses, 10, 11, 12?
Why not? Just put new belt, new opponents. I will beat everyone. I am gonna beat all the records.
Makhachev was aiming to break records, and the legendary Dustin Poirier stepped up to help make that happen.
I'm gonna knock you out Saturday. Sleep. I'm gonna sleep slap you.
You will sleep if you not come.
Sleep slap you. You're gonna be diving for my legs, praying.
Stop, you will sleep.
You're gonna be diving for my legs. Don't sleep.
Don't say.
Don't sleep. Don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Be respectful. Don't do this.
No, listen, one thing I want to brother, it's not in my country. You cannot say this.
I have respect for you, brother.
Don't say.
Don't get in my face like this. We're gonna fight.
Dustin stepped into the cage one last time to become champion. This was his final title shot, and he was ready to leave everything in the octagon. Kill or be killed. That was the mindset both fighters carried into this war. And Makhachev versus Poirier turned out to be the best MMA fight of 2024. A 5-round showcase of violence where neither man backed down. Every strike was met with an answer. It was nothing short of spectacular. Dustin delivered arguably the best performance of his entire career. And Islam, he showed the true heart of a champion. Poirier fought with everything he had. But in the final round, Islam sealed the deal with a perfectly executed Darce choke.
You gotta be careful here. Oh, that's tight.
Overtapped! Islam Makhachev with a submission in round 5. The throne remains in Makhachev.
Man,
really good.
Before this, I don't have before this.
This way.
You can see all my face.
You're the champ, brother. Congratulations. You earned it. You earned it. Great fight. Congrats to you and your team.
You're the one of the best in the world. I very feel bad because you retired, but you show all the world how the best for this MMA. All respect.
We fight with our heart, man. You know that. Get home safe. Get home safe.
Or Hunter, keeper.
No hype, only respect. Islam doesn't chase the spotlight with talk. He simply predicts the inevitable.
Yeah, I can be 3 divisions also. Just give me the chance, that's it. I will fight with the Duplessis. If they give me the chance, I will fight for him also. I swear, if Dana White send me contract, I will fight with him also.
But before Makhachev makes his exit from the lightweight division, one more challenge awaits. A controversial call-out from a rising prospect.
I will win tomorrow. That's the only thing that I can say to you. I feel that tomorrow is going to be my day.
Moicano wasn't considered championship material, but a sudden 4-fight win streak catapulted him up the rankings. Renato became that dark horse, the kind of fighter who could pull off a shocker. He had nothing to lose and was ready to risk it all for the win. In MMA, the luck factor can't be ignored, and with the Contender's powerful striking, Moicano arguably had a puncher's chance.
So did Islam Makhachev, to be fair. He wasn't bothered who it was. He said, listen, I'm the champion. I'm here to fight the best. He went out there. He beat Moicano, who was on an absolute roll, destroyed Benoit Saint-Denis, and I thought he'd give him a good run. Well, it turns out Islam Makhachev is just that guy.
Islam Makhachev trying to move within 1 win of Anderson Silva's record 16 for most consecutive wins in UFC history, looking to become, on paper, the most decorated lightweight champion of all time. And Renato Moicano looking to change his life in more ways than one. Moicano in yellow, Makhachev counters in the black, white, and gold. Makhachev shoots. Moicano unable to defend.
Oh, he's got to be careful with the darts here. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Yep.
Sunk up.
That's tight. It's over.
That's it.
Yep.
There's the tap, and still Islam Makhachev, the most decorated lightweight champion of all time.
Wow.
And he points to the ground as if to say, my octagon. And you're right about that. The pound for pound king, Islam Makhachev.
But the Dagestani champion controls every single aspect of the fight, leaving no room for lucky moments. In his latest performance, Islam showcased the vast difference in levels between the two fighters.
It just shows the strength, but yet the technique that Islam has. And that is why he's probably the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in all of the sport.
It took Makhachev just 1 round to deal with the challenger. The reality of facing Islam is so hopeless, even the slightest mistake means the fight is over.
I always looking for finish. I told you guys, I not just talk. Oh, fight week. Oh, my camp. Oh, media, I told. If it's my opponent give me small chance, I will close the night.
What did Islam do in this fight and maybe his previous fight that you looked at and said that puts him number 1?
Yeah, I mean, Islam was willing to fight anybody. He stayed active, and he went out tonight and performed the way a guy should on a short notice fight when you are the best in the world and you're the champion.
No hype, no chance of escape, just control and domination. That's the code of Islam Makhachev.